Unbelievable, these waves are washing over this huge wall. I'm thinking there's gonna be fish all the way out on the end of this wall, on the back side of it where the waves are washing over. That's where they're gonna be. Woo! Holy moly! Yeah, that was a pretty bad wipeout, what you guys just saw. And that was actually the last time I was out fishing right after a storm. And the surf was just crazy huge, and I was pushing it to the limits, trying to find fish. And sadly, I caught no fish. But luckily, I didn't lose my GoPro. I didn't get hurt. And, you know, that's just the name of the game of surf casting. You know, I've had worse wipeouts, you know, below Montauk Lighthouse with, you know, a 15-foot wave coming in on me. So just part of the, you know, part of the game, and something you got to deal with, or, you know, not be scared of. And, you know, during that video, I was actually trying to film, you know, a pros and cons video of different jig strip baits, and I was trying to put them to the test. And if you guys have been watching my videos for a while, you know that, you know, religiously I fish with Uncle Josh sea rind or pork rind. And, you know, this is the bait that I've pretty much used in all my videos, and, you know, what I have, you know, 100% faith in, that, you know, I'll put this on the back of my bucktail, and, you know, it never lets me down. It always catches fish. And sadly, they're discontinued. I have a huge stock of it just because my dad is crazy, and, you know, what he always likes to buy in bulk. So, you know, when I was growing up, he would never buy 1 or 2 bottles of pork rind. He would buy, you know, 30 bottles of pork rind, you know, at a time. And, you know, the pros of pork rind, it's really super tough. It doesn't have, you know, an odor to it. And, you know, some of the cons, are, you know, the downfalls is it dries out. You know, you can't leave it on your hook, or, you know, basically there goes your bait. And, you know, definitely try and find some pork rinds if you can. But sadly, you know, there's not, you know, that much to go around. So that's why I picked up these 2 other jig strip baits here. And the first one is Otter tail jig strip, and then the next one is Fat Cow jig strip. If you guys have used the Fat Cow jig strips or the Otter tail jig strips, put that, you know, put a comment down in the comment section below. I'm sure a lot of viewers are interested on your opinion, and I'm interested in your opinion. And I'm going to put these 2 baits to the test. I'm probably also going to throw around the pork rind on the back of my bucktail just until, you know, maybe I get some fish or find some, you know, find some fish. But it's just starting to rain pretty good. The surf doesn't look too high. You know, it's just, I think we have about a 20-25 mile an hour wind out of the, I think out of the east right now, or maybe the southeast. But you know, hopefully that'll push some fish into the rocks, and I can get into a few. Water looks pretty good. I'm going to start off with the Otter tail jig strip, and right away I can tell you something I don't like about it is that residue it leaves on your hands. It's like some kind of slime. It's like hard to even wash off your hands. Geez, that like slime from the otter bait, it makes me feel like I'm gonna throw my rod out of my hands. It's really, really slimy. I think I'm casting into about 10 feet of water or so. So what I'm gonna do is kind of let it sink down a little bit, and then start like a nice, slow, steady retrieve. Oh, just had a hit. Just had a hit. Looks like a little guy though. I'm hoping that I get at least, you know, like 1 fish that's close to a keeper today. I'm hoping that I'm not gonna just play catch and release with 10-15 inchers. Oh, there he is. Okay, first little rat of the day. Bigger than the size I was catching last time I was here though, or like slightly bigger. It's about a 20-incher. All right, let's see if this fat cow jig strip catches me a fat cow. Got some good action in the water. A little big, but it's got good action. Oh, just had a follower on the fat cow strip. Like a really small follower though. Probably a 10-incher. All right, let's try front here for a little bit. See if I can find some more fish. I'll probably stay here for about another 15 minutes and then I'll move to another spot unless I catch something, you know, a little bit larger, or if I start catching a lot more fish. I mean, it could be the jig strip too. I mean, that could be one of the reasons why I'm not getting any bites. It's been about, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes since my first fish. Let's see if changing the profile makes a difference. Oh, there he is. Fish on. I probably didn't get any fish on the fat cow because just look how tiny this guy is. Really small striper. Baby bass. All right, spot number 2. A lot windier over here. A lot more white water also though. Kind of like a washer machine. Tide's really ripping right here too. Going that way. There's gotta be something here. Oh, there he is. That's a good fish. Good fish. No! No! What happened? That was a good fish right there. Definitely not a schoolie bass. Oh. And that fish hit exactly when I said there's gotta be a fish here. Jeez, what happened? All right, so my camera battery died. I had to run back to my car to refreshen the battery. And you know, I'm losing light, so I gotta hurry up. I think the bite's gonna turn on. It's almost the end of the flood tide. And I had a couple more bites after I lost that bigger fish. And then, my battery died, so I gotta get on these fish while they're chomping. There he is. First cast. Oh yeah, and it's a good one too. Good fish. You know, or at least bigger than my first two. I had a feeling they'd be chomping. All right, that's a little bit of an upgrade. I'll take it. See you later, bud. All right, I'm gonna switch up the profile, put on a little bit larger bucktail, and then I'm gonna put on the fat cow strip, see if I can, dig up one more, or at least one more decent sized striper before it gets dark. One and a quarter ounce bucktail. The bucktail I was using before was a 1 ounce. All right, let's see if this fat cow strip catches me a lunker. All right, finally got one on the fat cow jig strip. Obviously not a cow or a tank right there, but nice little guy. I don't know, I couldn't you know, buy any more hits on this side of the jetty. This is where I caught, you know, the bigger fish of the day. I had 2 bigger bites over here, and then you know, just shut down, nothing. All right, guys, back in the car. Just started downpouring, so I think I picked a good time to call it quits. And decent little outing. Didn't catch anything huge. You know, caught one slightly larger fish, which you know, I was pumped to catch because, man, I was catching some small fish. Like I think that last one I caught on that fat cow jig strip was like maybe 15 inches, probably like 13 or 14. It was a tiny striped bass. And sadly, I lost the big one, but. You know how it goes. You catch the small ones and, you know, you drop the larger ones sometimes. But all in all, if I was to rank the 3 strip baits that I fished with today, obviously Uncle Josh pork rind, I would fish with first, and then probably the otter tail bait, and then the fat cow jig strip if I was to choose. You never know, maybe if later in the season I catch a 30-pounder on it, that fat cow jig strip might be my favorite bait, or maybe the otter bait will be my favorite bait. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. And I guess I'll see you out on the water, or I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching, and never forget, live to fish, fish to live.